What is this stranger doing in my home?
Kyle, I have to tell you, you gave me a sticker of your face and I put it on my water bottle and somebody stole it. So I need a new one.
What?
I know.
What?
I know.
I will make sure you get a new sticker. And that's a perfect place for the sticker, by the way, on the water
Right?
bottle.
I know. Well, first of all, congratulations on the series. Reservation Dogs is obviously so fantastic. So I know people are really excited about the Lowdown. Just coming from you, what excited you most about coming into the show? Jeanne, I also know you're from Tulsa, so that must have been super exciting.
It was. It really was. Hadn't been, I don't think, it had been a long time. I'm not going to go into minutes, hours, days, and years since I've worked in Tulsa, but it had been a long time. And this was the perfect way to come back.
Kyle, for you, what appealed to you most about coming into this show?
I got to work with this one right here next to me. I've known Jeanne for 1,000 years. Sorry, a little less than 1,000 years.
A little less.
But I adore her. And we had some great scenes together. And I think just the whole idea, Ethan I know worked with, and he's always doing interesting things. And Sterling, crazy story, I'd met Sterling at the Sundance Lab, which is sort of topical right now with the passing of loss of Bob. And he reached back out to me to do this together. And I was like, this will be so much fun. He's so talented, Sterling. And we just had a great time. I loved it.
How are his sets different from anything that you've done in the past?
Wow.
I mean, it's free floating. It's you have to kind of really be open, because when you go on the set, what's on the page, we always used to call the cake. And then once we were there, it was icing and candles, and he just would layer, and he loved it to get messy. He would just be like, this is too, let's we got to mix this up. We got to, and it would just fly. I mean, we would it was fun. It made acting for me. I think we just had the best time, and we laughed, and just try it. You came in kind of knowing what was happening. You knew your lines, but anything could happen after that. And so it makes it really fun for us, because it doesn't get boring. You're not doing the same thing over and over again. And it was the way I wish it always was.
The script was just a starting point. Yeah. In a way, and so in the process of creating this world, Sterling was very much, as you said, just kind of very messy, very layered. He's heavily involved. Try this, try that. And really, ultimately, you're coming out of a place of truth from yourself, and that's what was encouraged. So,
and there's nothing better than leaving the set and feeling good about it, because so many times you can leave a set and you feel like a dog with your tail between your legs, where it's just like, ooh, that was not, but I always left feeling good. Didn't know what they were going to take, what was going to work with it, but I know we gave it everything. We gave all levels.
With you, it all worked.
It all worked. It all worked with you. Always.
Your first scene together is just right off the bat super intense. So how do you describe the dynamic between these two characters?
I think that was the first time we had ever directly worked together.
Yeah.
Because we met on
Was it on Pegasus thing? Yeah, time code.
And our characters didn't interact, but we were we hung out and knew each other. So that was the first time we had ever acted, and you were scary. I mean, I saw a side of you that honestly, I was a little frightening that it actually existed inside of you. Well,
only can say.
It was
Jilted lover.
Covering up a lot of that. There's a dark somewhere in there. There's deep down. There's
that door.
Don't go near that door. Turn off the lights.
It is always funny when it's like Kyle, I've interviewed you multiple times and you're always just a sweetheart. You gave me a sticker, obviously, but then when you see this character just do these like rage moments and you're like, whoa.
It's well, thanks. It's a great character to play, because there was some freedom there to really paint a lot of different colors, and try a lot of different things. And I love pressing the extreme button, seeing how far you can go, on both sides. And this was an opportunity to do that. And Sterling really encouraged that as well. Sometimes you don't know if you can go there. And Sterling was like, yeah, bring all of those things.
Yeah. No, he liked that.
Yeah.
At the time we were speaking, we are days away from the 30th anniversary of a movie called Showgirls, which
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yes, it's
I know.
Nice to hear. So good.
But the thing is, and the reason I asked this is like, sure,
we're
maybe
still talking about it. Yeah. We're still talking about Ash, so I guess that's a good thing.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like, it has become a super big cult classic. And I'm curious what your perspective is and how it's changed on the movie over the years, if it has.
It hasn't changed a bit. I still have,
we love Paul Verhoeven.
We both worked with.
We went to Verhoeven University.
We did.
Yeah.
Your experience is a little different than. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. It was not.
There's the female perspective and then there's the male perspective.
Yes.
With Paul, I think. We can let that just stay right there.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I like to watch Showgirls, so I don't care what people say.
I'm glad. Don't get me started.
You held your own.
I held my own.
And then
I was a young man. And I survived. I think I could get a new sticker. I survived Showgirls. That could be something we could.
Honestly.
I like that. I also think it's interesting that Keith David was in the first Fallout game and now you're in Fallout. It's kind of full circle.
Yeah, that is, that's a whole nother world, which is a wonderful world to be part of, I gotta say. Jonah Nolan is a true genius and just a wonderful person to work with. So love that.
I love that. Well, lastly, I'm going to ask you, because there is some great themes in this series. What do you hope audiences take away, and what resonated for you?
Well,
a little slice of Tulsa.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's. I think it represents Tulsa. I don't think Tulsa could be represented any better than what Sterling is doing. I think it's just damn good writing. The writers are the best we have. Everybody, everybody. It showcases, a lot of local behind the scenes talent. I just think it's a strong show. I don't think there are a lot of shows that are well written anymore, in my opinion, that are just like really well crafted, where you're watching something that is well crafted, that everybody's bringing their best. Ethan, for starters, I think he's at the height of his powers as an actor, which is really exciting to see somebody where it just everything lines up and they're in the shoot, I think that's what they're going to take away. Like, this is a good show. And I really, I don't know about you, but I don't say that about anything these days. I'm really watching documentaries. It's really rare that I find a show that is across the board, production, story, acting, and I think this seems to be a show that's working on all four cylinders.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Especially the trailer, which I think gives the audience a real sense of what they're in for.
Yeah.
It's got a comedy, then there's some dark stuff in it. It's a real mix, and I think audiences, if they watch that trailer, there's like, okay, I know what I'm getting into with this. And it's a really fun ride.
Yeah.
Also, if I had all my coworkers in my hometown, I would have to show them all my cool spots I grew up in. Like, where was their favorite place that you got to take people if you got to do that?
Oh God, you
take it. Well,
we went on. She took me on a tour, a Tulsa tour. That was really fun.
Yeah, I mean, we did everything. The first when we shot the pilot. Kyle, this is why I love him so much. I mean, he was just game for everything. I mean, he met my family. He met, my old friends. You were just broke my heart how game you were.
I loved it.
So where in Tulsa? God, just driving around. It's a beautiful city. I mean, it's a really beautiful, and downtown, it has the world's I think most number of Art Nouveau, I think it is, buildings. It came into being really during the oil boom, and so there was lots of money. And so these old architecturally, you just drive around, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous city, especially towards downtown and all the neighborhoods that came out of downtown. It's huge now. It's a huge city, but just driving around.
Yeah.
I mean, the trees and the
Beautiful country.
and the architecture and the layout is just gorgeous. That just for starters.
I love that. Well, I have to wrap already, but congratulations on the series. Thank you so much for the chat.
Thanks, you.
Ash. We'll get you another sticker.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're sniffing at the wrong hole. Oh, I'm sniffing at the right hole, and it stinks.